can't wait to see when he starts putting that chainsaw to those rocks. That's just going to be.
Yeah, that thing. I'm talking about lawn tools and
Yeah.
toys.
Speaking of,
I got it. Yeah,
Oh.
that is a
Ooh.
badass machine.
How much
What?
did that cost you, Olee? Was that about $1,000 or less?
3,000. The
You got
chain on
$3K
it,
on that?
the chain on it's about 900 for the chain.
$900.
Diamond, the diamonds.
diamond.
Real diamonds.
And I have to ask you, at what point
It's like
did you
Ben's diamond.
come to the conclusion that was really the that was the best option for you was to do that? I mean, you had done the drill in the holes with the epoxy, and you'd done, the water saw. We saw you just kill yourself on those efforts. What is it about this thing that's going to make this be the ticket?
Well, I don't know if this is a ticket or not. It's just something I wanted to try. And I have not poured the epoxy in the holes yet. And
Not yet.
Because I haven't done that yet. And I have the epoxy. But one rock is somewhat under the ground, and we had beat on it with a big hammer. I mean, a machine was brought in here on a low boy. So, I mean, it was no toy. It was a big track hoe with a hammer on it. And the pink granite's so hard that the hammer just turned red. The rock wouldn't go away. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut probably every 8 to 10 inches, and then I'll drive a wedge in between there, and just break chunks out on that particular rock. Now the other one, I'm going to finish drilling holes at a 45 and fill it up with that epoxy and just pop the top off of it. I'm just trying to at least get at least like 20 inches or so for good root development. Where before you had like 2 or 3, and as long as it rained, it looked great. As soon as it got hot and dry, spots died.
How many carats is that on that?
I couldn't tell you.
At least $900 worth, right?
That's not necessarily ring quality. That's a different type of quality, isn't it? I'm not familiar with that at all.
Pretty good ring though.
It's not very pretty.
Hey,
it's not very shiny.
It's something I told you too, Olee. I know we've talked about this a little bit, but the turf nerd said you should use dynamite.
Yeah,
just blow that up.
You gotta get a permit, don't you?
I looked into the dynamite. It's $5,000 for a permit. Starting off. Then on top of that, it's labor. Dynamite, it's expensive. But then my biggest concern is I've got foundation. I got a big foundation where that retaining wall I built, and I just don't want to fool with the dynamite.
Don't want to rattle that up.
No.
Well, and I would imagine you probably can't do it yourself. You have to hire that out, correct?
The dynamite part?
Oh yeah.
No, they'd probably put me in jail if I tried to do it myself.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you got to get a permit to blast, but then you have to have a crew to blast too.
I just want to see
I
Olee
need to get a
behind the
ladder
wall.
for #FreeOlee shirts for that.
Yeah.